today. Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Chicago Bears.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They come in after tasting defeat for the first time in about a month as their loss snapped a 4-game winning streak. Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, it's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
The final 2-week stretch of the 2023 regular season, and we are underway week 17 here on this New Year's Eve. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time.
They'll be led out by one of the brightest young stars in the NFL, a fourth-year pro out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Herbert going to go to the air right away. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down.
Fighting through, and he's got space. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Here's Pacheco once again. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Here's Herbert. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
3rd and 2. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. They lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And this one is right through. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well. So your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick in the 2019 draft from Oklahoma. It's Kyler Murray.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
From the 22 now, here's the 2nd down and 9.
Kamara up the middle.
And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23. You talk about this Falcon defense.
Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. That is caught by Thielen. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
This is 2nd and 8.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Kamara will take it in. Touchdown Bears. So he had a nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it.
So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Here's Pacheco on the read option.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. He's still on his feet.
And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Pacheco.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Isaiah Pacheco His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have regained the lead. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And the lead is now 10-7. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper.
Keyshawn Nixon now going to bring it out of his end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Bears offense making their way out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the NFC.
Well, as we know, they have already clinched the NFC North, a wild card game waiting for them to open the postseason, and they have earned the right to host it, Charles, in front of the home crowd.
And this is a division with a lot of history and legacy. And if you're a team to take the crown out of this group, you've already proven you're one of the names to watch in the NFC playoffs. I think they'll be an incredibly tough out in the postseason.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
Here's 2nd and 3.
To throw is Murray.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for a sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
On 4th down on is Logan Cook to punt. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play call.
Murray now on 1st down. That is caught. Westbrook's got it. And he's going to be taken down quickly right at the 46. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The Bears at 11-4 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. Out of the gun, here's Murray.
That's a quick slant. He finds Adam Thielen. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. From the gun, Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. D.D. Westbrook, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Atlanta now coming out on the field.
As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
On first down, it's Herbert. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. There, a big one. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, it wasn't much of a gain, but we're getting near the 2-minute warning. So maybe they just want to get to that point, regroup, and decide what they want to do the rest of the half.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw here, Herbert.
They'll set up the screen to Pacheco.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Herbert operating from the red zone.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons.
Jamison Williams.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Falcons have yet again retaken the lead. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And it's now 17-14.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Bears going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game. Murray now on first down. Open man, that's Ronnie Bell. And he'll be taken down right away up near midfield at the 47. On first and 10, here's Murray. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
On the move, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. They're going for it. Hits Murray. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. On first down, Justin Herbert. He's got it to Williams. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And that is no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. It's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Kamara. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And quickly, they get to the line. First down, Murray. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll give up the middle to Johnson. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away. and incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted.
And the Falcons are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the fourth quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Only able to gain a couple there, and that will bring up second down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on, catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Connection made with Chenault.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
On the handoff, it's Pacheco.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
He's got his target. That's complete.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
Only a yard that time, second and goal.
Now Herbert going to change the look.
On second and goal, there's an option play left. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown.
Justin Herbert.
A 3-yard run as he kept it himself.
And the Falcons add 6 to their lead. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Bears offense ready to get going again. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. In on the sack, the former Buckeye, Tyquan Lewis.
Here's second and 10.
Throwing now is Murray. Under pressure, they got him again.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home and get a sack. It brings up the 3rd and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially considering they just gave up back-to-back sacks.
Shotgun now from Murray. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Fletcher Cox has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good, and this is back down to a 7-point game. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
The Falcons take over first and 10.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 1st and 10, Herbert.
He's got this to Williams, complete.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At their 48-yard line.
Now a toss left for Pacheco.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
And the Bears are right back in this football game.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 25 yards that time.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
To throw is Murray. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Murray going to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear of risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
Well, the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Murray. Forced out to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Touchdown Bears! D.D. Westbrook with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Bears are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th.
Well, this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
66 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
On first down, it's Herbert.
Throw left side, hauled in by McBride.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McBride. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
They'll set up to run the quarterback draw.
Fighting. Oh, no, he lost the football. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go.
Well, let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down.
This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
And his kick here is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
So now the Bears down 27-24, a minute 8 to go. They need at minimum 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10.
Connecting with Johnson.
Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
Dancing to his left.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save the timeout.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now Murray. And his throw is incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Oh, man, late in a tight ball game, every play so critical. You feel like you've got to find a way to come up with that football. That was put in a great spot, but it just didn't want to stick in his hands. That's a big letdown.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Falcons have just about sewn up this football game.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. And they take a knee. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And they will take a knee here.